Hi, this is Mark Laughlin with the Ambidextrous Gunfighter to do a review, an Ambidextrous Gunfighter review of the Wyoming Traders concealed carry CCW vest. And of course, this is an ambidextrous vest. It's very cool. It has holsters on both the left and right side, and so it'll be set up for a cross draw type of holster system. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, while I do advocate for being ambidextrous with a handgun, once you become ambidextrous, I recommend that you use your left hand as your primary deployment of the weapon. And therefore, in this case, I run a FNS9C with the cross draw type setup here with the Velcro tearaway, so I can reach it right in there. And then on the other side, I have multiple magazine pouches, as well as the other holster, which is currently empty. Now, of course, you could run two pistols, you know, because one is none and two is one, the hypothesis there anyway. It has a very a retention system is these elastic bands, one that fits over the grip and the one that comes up and wraps around kind of behind the beaver tail, and that's what holds a compact pistol or larger in place. Now, it does not quite work well with the subcompacts like the PF9, the P365, or say the new Hellcat from Springfield Armory, and certainly will not be much retention for the smaller like 380s and below. Now, the elastic retention, which holds the pistol down in the holster, while it does work well in keeping the gun in place, even if you take the vest upside down and shake it and try to shake the pistol free, it does hold it in place. That also means it's a little bit slower to deploy, so you're not going to draw as fast. So the way I look at it is, in typical low risk areas in which I live, I will use the retention system to hold the gun in place, and if I entering a higher risk area, I may release those retention systems so that the pistol is more easily available. This vest is really good for wintertime use, of course, or the cooler climates, and it's perfect for EDC, for carrying a larger handgun than maybe you might carry in the summertime. For example, right now I have the FNS9C, but it can also, the H&K VP9 works quite well inside of it, as does the Walther PPQ, the 15-round pistol. So you can definitely carry a lot of weapon, and then with the two magazine pockets on the other side, you can also have a lot of ammo with you as well. One thing I would probably like to add to this holster is maybe a tethered trigger guard, so that just to protect that. Although I've tried this with running my iTarget laser in it and tried to generate a fire, you know, with the pistol cocked. I tried to see if I couldn't cause it to fire while it's inside the holster, and I've not been able to do that. But still, maybe just to be safe, a trigger guard system might be good. The other thing I've considered, especially for smaller handguns like the PF9 and the P365, is to use a Boraii pocket holster and then modify this inside holster on the vest to accommodate the Boraii pocket holster. Use that little hook to kind of hook it into the vest holster, and then you'd have your trigger guard kind of built in there as well, and then have the versatility of being able to take that Boraii holster out and use it as a pocket holster when you don't want to wear the vest. Now, the mag pockets, similar to the holster, they're really made for the larger, compact and up size guns. With the smaller pistols, the mags just sit in there loose or fall down too deep. You know, typical single stack mags are just not big enough to really, for this the mag pockets in this vest to hold them in place. Now, this vest is the one that has the zipper, and I highly recommend that that's the one you go with. There are versions that have the buttons, and I think that would interfere with the quick access to this holster pocket that's right in here. Now, there is a Velcro, one tab of Velcro right in here that you have to tear away to get to the holster. I kind of wish that was a little bit heavier Velcro, and it was the same way on the first vest I had like this. I've got two of these vests. Or maybe multiple strips of Velcro instead of just one to help secure that that compartment a little bit better. Of course, you've got your pockets here. This, of course, makes for a very good foam pocket, and you can even put it on the side that your pistol is and help maybe cover up any bump that you might printing that you might see on the vest. The vest does have an elastic back that helps pull it up snug around your body a little bit and makes it look a little bit trimmer, a little bit nicer. And it is made of a 10-ounce cotton canvas, which is very durable. This is my second vest I've purchased. Just purchased this one just recently, and the previous one I bought about 7 years ago, and it has held up very well. It's starting to look a little bit not as nice to wear for nicer days, but if you want to be out in a more social setting, so I got this one to be for that. The old one still is great for doing work around the farm and ranch and that kinds of things. It is made in China, which is kind of surprising for a Wyoming Traders vest, and even the old one was made in China, but the quality is still terrific, and it hasn't changed since my original one. It's the exact same design, exact same construction, very well made. In my original one, in order to accommodate my PF9 pistol in the holster, instead of using the internal holster, I used a Kydex holster that was made for cargo pants, which had a larger tab, similar to what the Boraii holster has, and that I riveted in place. I used 2 rivets to rivet in place inside the vest, and that has worked really good for years. But now I think if I were doing it again, I would go with the Boraii holster pocket holster route and modify the internal holster to accept the hook and the tab on that Boraii holster. This is Mark Laughlin with Ambidextrous Gunfighter, www.ambgun.com. There are links in the description, links to where you can purchase this vest on Amazon, and additional links related as far as like the Boraii holsters and other things that would be related to making this vest work best for you. There are different colors available. This is the tan. I do have also the older one was kind of more of a rust look, and I really like that. The value is exceptional. The original one I paid almost $70 for, I think, and this one from Amazon was only like 35 bucks. So it's quite a deal, quite a bargain. Very well made, perfect way to conceal carry, highly recommended.